Hello guys and welcome back to ORION. We are here for Season 6, Round 2 for the Belgian Grand Prix. And I'm hoping everybody is having a lovely weekend. It is actually my birthday. Yeah, streaming on my birthday, couldn't think of anything better. Although as soon as this stream is finished, I am going straight to bed. Yeah, what's good, Leo? How are you? Yeah, mate, I'm sweet. I am. I'll turn this bloody. Oh, we might be in. We might be in luck now. Emery, are you here? Let me make sure that everything is working fine. Emery's usually in here watching. Yeah, mate, you sound. Yeah, mate, I'm still ill from last week, and I'm a little bit hungover. Oh yeah, Emery, I think RLT has sorted itself out now because it's saying Spa Francorchamps in qualification. It's not saying Australia in practice session now. So hopefully it's running to what it should be. I do actually need to do the results from last week because I haven't got round to doing it yet. It's been so ill with all that kind of stuff, so I'm still not like 100% great, but I feel a hell of a lot better than what I did like 4 days ago. Anyway, we have both Salbers. Is there anyone new? F1 Penguin I don't think has raced here in a while, I want to say. Nicholas Meyer. Where do I know that guy from? Is that someone that I've seen before? I don't really know. And then everyone else I know of. I only know F1 Penguin's raced here before because he has a lot of podiums in previous seasons. But let's get on board with Radius in the Kick Sauber. Going to be Audi from 2026. I don't think anyone else is getting an actual name change. I think Red Bull are going to be known as Red Bull Ford or something, or Ford Red Bull. I don't really know the ins and outs of what their sponsorship is going to be like. Jimmy Jags, also a new driver actually as well, I do have to point out. But no, Radius starts this qualifying session off with Mr. Cookie following in just behind. Got a lot of drivers out on track. I think we got everyone apart from I think it's 6 drivers so far. So a lot of drivers getting out to do their laps quickly. Usually that means there's rain on the way, but Radius runs out wide. That is going to be an invalidation. We'll jump on board with Mr. Cookie. He flies through Pouon for the first time at racing speed. into the final sector. It says he's purple, but it says that for everyone's first lap. It's getting a little bit hot now, so you will hear my fan. Do it like that. I don't think that's made any. So yeah, I've had probably the worst day today. Not even gonna lie. Mr. Cookie to the line. 1:42.0 is the time people need to beat. We'll jump on board with Hypes as he heads to the line. So basically story time with Uncle Apollo. That's an invalidation. He's not happy. I wouldn't be either. He's on board with Verkle, and he's, of course, he's all the way down the bit. Gets right onto the strip, goes up to second. Definitely would have cost him a bit of time. There's a McLaren heading through into the last. Oh no, here comes Jelly Belly. F1 Penguin goes up to third. Jelly Belly to the line, goes up to second. Mr. Cookie still with a decent time. Anyway, yeah, story time as we're waiting for some of the drivers to set their first line laps. So I was in Trowbridge since yesterday. And I got a train there. It's about 30 quid for a open return, so that means you can come back within a month of purchasing the old ticket. And let's go on board with someone who's actually on a lap. Let's go on board with Radius now. And then yeah, yesterday we went to Spoons. We had a few drinks before we went out, and then we went to this place called BT's, which is kind of like a nightclub, but it's quite chill there, to be fair. It's not always like busy. Yesterday was quite busy, to be fair. So and yeah, we stayed there till 1. I was in quite a bad mood, I won't lie, so I just walked off. And then I had a phone call from someone saying that I needed to come back because someone had ran into a van. It was parked, by the way. So yeah, she had like a big old gash on her head. And then yeah, today I was going to get there was a 12:08 train to come back home, obviously. And yeah, it got cancelled when I was walking there. And I was just like, right, you know what? Because they were all going, like the people that I was with, they were all going to Tesco to have like breakfast and all that kind of stuff. And I'd already had breakfast already, so I didn't really need like any other food or anything. So I was like, right, I'm going to start walking like now, and then hopefully I can get the next train. And then I got about probably 5 minutes away from it. Jimmy Jazz goes to 12 or stays 12. What was I? Yeah, so yeah, so basically wait for the next train. That initially said it got cancelled, but then I found out Nicholas Meyer goes to 10th. Let's go on board with Milan. Validated, or with Bad Emmett, who's doing an actual full lap. Yeah, so then I walked from Tesco's to the train station, and then like literally 5 minutes as the train was supposed to leave, and I was just round the corner, it said they had cancelled. But I didn't know that only part of the journey was cancelled, and that was like the last bit from like Bristol to Newport, which is where I live. That was a very wide car, just looking on the preview of the stream. Then yeah, so I got onto the train, and it took about 5 5 to 10 minutes for it to move, and it was absolutely jam packed. Like there was no way in hell that anyone was going to be getting any sort of seats. And then yeah, so I am fucking shattered. I apologise if you hear me yawning. So yeah, I was on the train till Bath Spa train station, and that's where I just decided to get off. And I knew there was a bus station like right next to the train station, and I know they have like buses that run to Bristol, and luckily for me the bus that I was getting was going to the train station that I needed to go to anyway. So I got to the train station, got on the bus. It only took like half an hour on the bus, which wasn't too bad. Kind of the same amount of time for the train, to be honest. Maybe a little bit longer on the bus, but that's absolutely fine. Then yeah, I got on the train. Well, actually no. So they told us it was on platform 3, which is, you know, fair enough. It's the kind of normal one that all like the big trains go to. And I thought, lovely, sweet. I got about 5-10 minutes before the train is set to depart, and then it gets announced that they've moved it to platform 5, which isn't a massive deal either. That means you just have to go down some stairs, walk a little bit, and then up some stairs and you're there, which is, you know, fair enough. Platform 5, sweet as that. Then literally about 2 minutes before the train was supposed to leave, it then said it was on platform 7, but luckily platform 7 was literally just across from where platform 5 is. So yeah, and then I finally got to sit down after standing up for like maybe like an hour, and honestly it was the nicest sit down. I had a lovely chat with a woman. She was very nice. She told me she was 53 but she looked about 20. I told her that I was 29 but look about 50 and feel it. So yeah, and then I got home, and then yeah, I just wanted to chill. I was going to do some of the stuff for tonight's race, but I just haven't got the motivation tonight. Well, I just want to have a fairly chilled stream for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that's story time with Uncle Kieran. Or Uncle Apollo, whatever you want to call me. Anyway, let's get back to some of these laps. Ryan Imrie setting the fastest lap of qualifying so far with just under 5 minutes remaining, I think, maybe. I don't actually know. We'll find out in... Where the hell's my drink gone? No, don't you dare fall over. I don't actually know how long we have. Oh, now we have 5 minutes. BRT Jacob topping the top of the leaderboard by about 4 tenths here. 4.5 tenths actually. That's a solid lap. Milan Lager still struggling to get a lap on the board. Exotic I think has been out but has come straight back in. I don't believe there's any qualifying bans or anything from that I know of. To be fair, I haven't really been keeping in the loop of Orion, or even my own league, to be honest. someone's commented on my Snapchat. Literally saying what it said. So I put a picture of, as soon as I got into Newport, I took a picture of the sign. It just says Newport and then whatever else it says, train station stuff. She just messaged me saying Newport. I'm just like, yes. Yes it is. Well, shitport, but we don't talk about that. Still like, well, 3 drivers not setting a lap time just yet. I'd imagine Jags has enough, bit more time, and then let's actually get on board. He's already invalidated as that. Let's watch So Pigs Do Fly. That's another invalidation. Let's get on board with Radius as he's about to start a flying lap. I have a feeling this is, yeah, he's backed out on the last lap. As Radius heads into turn 1, 2 DRS zones at this circuit. With just under 2 minutes remaining. Radius is also validated. Let's go on board with Bad MX drifting out of that corner. That's not going to do his lap a world good. Looks like he is going to finish this lap though. I don't know whether he'll improve. If he improves, then he's got a lot of time left on the thingy. But I don't think he's going to have enough time. Yeah, he's going to peel into the pits, and that is going to be the end of qualifying for Bad MX Cadet, or KTT 14, I think his other gamer tag is. Radius also has invalidation. Let's have a look at Exotic. Bad MX retires in the pit lane. He has done everything he can. Highest he'll be starting is a P5. Although I have a feeling Cadet may get there. Jelly Belly as well, Vertical, Runnard, Exotic, Milan, Armin Plays. There's a lot of drivers that can probably beat that 142.2. Whether they can beat that 141.5 though is a whole different question. Radius retires in the pits also. It's not been a great qualifying session for the Kickstarter team. And BRT Jacob has been given a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking. That is not good. So at this current moment of time, Orion Imrie would be on pole position. As we're watching Exotic now getting a nice little tow from the Haas car in front of him. There is no time left on the qualifying at the moment. The poor use from Orion Exotic, he has no more ERS to be playing with as he heads into the bus stop chicane. Can he improve on his no time whatsoever? He will indeed, and it's going to be only P16 for the Racing Bull driver. Armin's all the way down in 17th. Armin Plays, Milan Langer. Let's see what Orion Imrie can do. Mr. Cookie off the circuit as well. He's not going to be able to improve on his time. What can Orion Imrie do on his 3rd flying lap into the final bus stop chicane? Gets the power down nicely. Is this going to be pole position? It's a 141.7. And he's going to be starting P2 because Runnard has found himself way on to the front row of the grid, and BRT Jacob off the circuit as well, and he is going to be starting all the way down in 6th place. That pushes both McLarens up. Let's see what Penguin can do. He has also invalidated his lap time. Verkel on the other hand hasn't invalidated. Let's see what he can do. Only P8 at this current moment of time. Here comes Cadet in the Williams, into the bus stop chicane now for the final time in this qualifying session. Around the final corner, DRS wide open, and he goes up to 5th. So only one McLaren will be now being pushed up due to that grid penalty from Jacob. And I believe we only have, we don't have anyone on that front. Yeah, I hope everyone also has had a lovely weekend. But mine has been actually pretty decent, I won't lie. Oh, I also had to break up a fight yesterday, that was fun. And then the person who ran into a van also kind of hit me in the arm. But it's kind of my fault, because I was kind of laughing because some guy was talking about Lego. And I laughed at it, and she thought I was laughing at her and not at what this guy said. So she just hit me in the arm. Didn't hurt or anything, but I thought it was quite funny. Fan off. Oh, should be fun. Last half of the race is rain. Oh, we will fucking be there. I need to finish Snapchatting. The lollipop scene. don't think he knew he could just drive through. Bro was being extra cautious. So you say there's going to be rain, but is there actually going to be? That is the main question. That is on everybody's mind. I want to see if any NFL was on, didn't I? Sky Sports NFL. I don't know if there actually is. Oh, there is. Oh, there you go. Look. But anyway, what are we waiting for? Absolutely nothing. We will have 5 red lights come up. We have 4. We have 5. And it's lights out and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix, and Runned looks to have got a great start. Mr. Cookie chucking it up the inside of Orion. Emery does not get the job done just yet. Jelly Belly just popping in just behind Mr. Cookie as they head up Eau Rouge Aradion for the first time in this race. Mr. Jelly Belly already less than 1/10, and he's already going for the move. Around the outside, that is a beautiful move from the McLaren driver. Mr. Cookie is going back at him though. Will he chuck it down the inside? And he does not. He thinks about the move as we head out of into No Name, which is just a very odd name to give him. Bad MX, I think, has had a little bit of an issue. Let's see what's happened to him. I think he's just been pushed wide a little bit and he's lost, I think it's about 9 places there. Bad MX looking for some moves on this opening lap to get back to where he was, where he started his race. Oh, he's had a little bit of a spin and he is now stone dead last. And he is not enjoying himself in the slightest. I'd also like to apologise that we haven't got no overlay today. Just too lazy and too hungover, and yeah, to be streaming from PC and slowly dying apparently. Got a few overtakes being made, and I think Exotics also had a spin. Same with Sean as well. Looks like those two have had a coming together, or have had a little bit of a tap from behind as well, as we head on to lap 2 of these 22 laps of the Spa-Francorchamps. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm too tired. Leave me alone. It's set up into 6th place. That is the possible race strategy. I don't think anyone will be doing the 2-stop personally, but we are apparently expecting rain in the last half of this Grand Prix. Let's get on board with someone else. Let's get on board with LTK, as he's in a bit of a train at the moment. Ryan Emery into the lead of this race as well by about 3/10, so he's doing absolutely everything he can. Oh, LTK. Every time I've gone onto someone, they've messed up. Why? set, losing a couple places as well. Oh, LTK getting a little bit later on the brakes than what he was expecting to. And he whacks into the back of Armin Plays. How is all the newer drivers doing? Jimmy Jags down in 18th. F1 Penguin up to 6th. Pretty solid start for him. Nicholas Meyer just behind his teammate. Look at this big arse train. I think it's from Penguin all the way down to, I would say, Jimmy Jags, I would say. Gonna still benefit from the drag from the car ahead. Especially at those sort of gaps. Oh, and that's the Aston Martin round. LTK gets a little bit tail happy about. I think he's going to have to concede that position to his teammate. He may even lose another one here. Oh, and the Red Bull's in a little bit too hot. He runs out wide. The Haas also having to have a little bit of a spin. Just like Runnard has got back past Imrie, but Imrie looking back for the move into turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. It is one of the longest, I think it is the longest track on the calendar. Oh, LTK in the same corner that he hit Armin Plays as well. Armin now gets up into 13th. I think he may have briefly lost that position, but he's back up into it now. As we are head on to the end of lap 4. Ugh. Radius now being the conductor of this train. So you've got all the way from Radius all the way down to Milan Langer now. And LTK runs into the back of his teammate again. He is not having a great race so far. Hopefully it comes back to him. Milan Langer losing a little bit of time now. Ryan Imrie losing the lead and then losing all the way down to 4th now. Now he has to try and keep Mr. Cookie behind. The top 5 have absolutely gone, but we are mainly focused on this battle for P6 at the moment. Let's have a look on board with Armin as he makes his way up into P12. So pigs do fly. I think he's had a bit of a spin as well. Not been a great start to his race either. I'm in love with the go-go. Oh, this bloody box digging into me. I was supposed to buy some new parts for the PC that I'm building, but I might just have to wait. Or just buy things. Make it more expensive for myself. Have a shower in the morning, I think, as well. As we are on lap 6. Oh, I think we may start to see the rain coming a little bit sooner. Starting to get a little bit cloudy. That is someone off the circuit. I think that was Radius. Here comes Nicholas Meyer. I have no idea what's going on. I explain why everyone's more on the harder tyres. BRT Jacob conceding the lead to Runnard. As Orion Emery sits in P4. Armin plays up to 7th. Armin up to 11th. Verkel up to 13th. Some drivers making some big moves. No DNF yet, so that's a start. Oh, I think that's rain. Do I see rain? Yeah, I see rain. There's a little bit just before halfway through the race, so you can never really trust the forecast on this game. Okay, about 4 people have just made overtakes. I didn't even see half of them. We've got some people already pitting for the intermediates. I don't think it's just time just yet. Ryan Emery being one of those drivers. Papa, if you can hear me. I'm really struggling to keep my eyes open here. I'm so tired. Jelly Bready gets past Orion Emery for P15. I don't think it's intermediates just yet. Especially for the lap that they pitted. And you would have thought they'd be pulling away from Sean. But to be fair, they are kind of, not by a lot, but they are kind of pulling away now. Why it's staying out, I've got a lot of, I have no idea what's just happened there. a lot of drivers making overtakes, but that's probably due to the fact that people are coming into the pits. The RT Jacob has got out ahead of running Mr. Cookie. Mr. Cookie's actually jumped both Jellybelly. Orion Emery picks up the first penalty of the race. Nicholas Meyer might want to think about coming into the pits this lap. Oh. Where's the top three haven't pitted yet? Maybe they just want fresher rubber at the end. Arbin picks up a penalty for himself. Oh, now they're pitting. BRT Jacob takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Heights picks up a time penalty. Exotic also picks up a cheeky little time penalty as well. Nicholas Meyer all over the back of Cadet, and he looks like he's going to be going for a move here. That was risky. A lot of people now kind of spread out a little bit now. So the problem with these sort of races where it changes conditions mid-race, you either gamble with using a dry setup and just hope for the best, or you go with a wet setup but then run the risk. Don't get me wrong, you'll be faster in the wet obviously, or be better in the wet, but then you're going to be absolutely honking in the dry. So I usually, personally, I usually have my setup for what's the end conditions are going to be. So say I was racing tonight, I would run a wet setup to give me more of an advantage in the rain, which you kind of have to kind of guess things with the game, because it might say there's rain, say in like 20 minutes, but then you get to like 10 minutes later and you ask the engineer where's the rain or whatever, then it might just stay the same, and no one wants that. No one really gives a shit. Another reason why my voice is absolutely done is because I was singing last night. I've had a complete total rave, and I'm just tired, so like I said, as soon as I've done this race, off I get to bed. Got your flag, that is, I think, exotic. Having a bit of a moment. On board with Penguin as he looks to battle the Red Bull of Arden, the Penguin. Or was it Mr. Penguin? F1 Penguin, that's it. I have a feeling someone's looking at me. Just had that feeling. I don't know how, because I live on a top floor flat and I've still got a bloody ladder. Maybe it's a ghost. Ghost of Christmas past. Talking of Christmas, it is nearly Christmas. It's like it's the 17th of November, we've got 13 more days this month. Oh, child streaming. I mean, the rain has definitely come down harder than what it has done recently. Oh, Penguin a little bit wide. Arbin is still there on the outside. Arbin braving out there. Bit of a slight contact between Penguin and Arbin. Not too much though, which is the better thing, I suppose. Sorry. It's having a groovy. Well, no. 12 laps completed, on to the 13th lap now. I can't really see all too much changing in this race. I think top 3 will stay how they are. This runner can get that extra like 5 temps that he needs. Everything is probably going to stay like this. Oh. Ow. What was that? Oh, part of the desk. Oh. Put your hands up. Oh my god. my Xbox is actually just turned off. Well, not turned off, but it's turned the screen. Well, my screen's just turned off. I don't know what's actually happening apart from what I can see on the preview. I don't know what's just happened. Oh. There's a big ass crash, that's what happened. Jags, Sean, and Exotic all out of this Grand Prix. New set of... I'd imagine a new set of not primes, intermediates for everyone. Do 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 do. I believe it. So we're going to be on the safety car till lap. Might come in this lap actually. Saying that, everyone was kind of bunched up together already, so might come in this lap, might come in next lap. I'm not exactly 100% sure. Although if it was coming in this lap, it probably would have said by now. I think the safety car will come in this lap now. But don't, I'd be hella confused to why it isn't. I feel like a woman. I really shouldn't be singing that song. I can't lie. Anyway, in other news, England absolutely battered Republic of Ireland. And the best thing is, right, this will get interesting. It will get interesting. I can't lie. I apologise. Thank you, Jimmy Jags, for the follow, and unlucky that you crashed out. I don't really know what happened, but it is a shame. But we have 7 laps now of pure racing. Everyone kind of on a level playing field now. Let's get on board with running, I think. I think everyone's on the lead lap as well, so that is the best thing. And here we go, we are back underway as BRT Jacob gets this race back underway, and here we go for the last few laps of the Grand Prix. It's definitely got a lot. You see the dry line forming. Verkel and Bad MX battling it out for was it P12. Milan Langer's had a very quiet race. He's usually kind of up there. I'm guessing Belgium is one of those. Everyone has like a track where they do absolutely amazing at. Mine's usually Silverstone, because when it comes to Silverstone, it's the one race where I actually put a lot of effort in. I don't think I've ever won at Silverstone. Not in F1 cars. I might have won in an F2 car once. I remember VVR, which was quite an old league. It was known as DRL at the time. But we did a... It's actually on one of my YouTube channels, actually. What was it? We did like a classic car championship when F1 actually had sort of the old school cars. And yeah, we were using the, was it the MP4? The 2008 McLaren Mercedes. We were using that around Silverstone. MX picks up a 3-second time penalty. And I did probably one of the best overtakes I've ever done in my life. On my brother, of all people, as well. So it was absolutely bittersweet. I think I finished 3rd in the end, as there was like a late safety car. I loved having like the old cars on the game. I don't understand why they ever got rid of them. Because they brought like the time trial. They brought out like the normal cars that people could drive, and they got rid of it after a year. So what was the point in bringing it in when you're just gonna get rid of it? Because I'm pretty sure they're bringing Breaking Point back onto F1 25, because they bring it out every 2 years, which makes no sense because no one really cares about it. Breaking Point, the only reason I do Breaking Point is, I don't actually know, it's just kind of passes the time. That'll be interesting to see if they bring out any new features on the new F1. Because it won't be too long until we start hearing news about it. I just hope they upgrade the engine for the game itself. I know people are going to be like, oh, but then we've got to buy an Xbox Series X and S or PS5, and it's just like, they're not that expensive anymore. Especially compared to how much it would have cost you like 6 odd years ago, or whenever it came out, you know. So plus, like, there's finance and all that kind of stuff. Obviously you need to have like a good credit score and all that. Or wait until like Black Friday, which is in like 2 days. Arvin has retired into pits. He's had enough. Not sure why he left. He was running quite well, I would have said. Lap 18 of 22. I would like to apologise for my commentary tonight. It's not been great, I can't lie. I am just extreme. I was going to go for a nap as soon as I got home, but I was so hungry that I hadn't eaten since like 8 o'clock this morning. And I was going to get sight whilst I was waiting for my bus earlier, but I didn't know how long it was going to be. Probably should have brought something to eat whilst I was out, but I just wanted to get home. As much as I like going out and all that kind of stuff, it does have its. There is times where I just feel like I don't go out every weekend anymore like I used to. I used to go out every Friday and Saturday, get absolutely drunk, chill with my mates and all that kind of stuff. And then I moved to Wales and yeah. Adam X up to 11th. I actually need to check to see if Wales won earlier. Are they getting snow next week? Portugal, I think they play tomorrow. Italy and France finished on the same points. Germany go through, Spain went through, Sweden. I don't know what actually now happens with the Nations League. Oh, Wales, that's not the same Wales, I want the Union. Oh, they lost. Orion in me with another time penalty. I think England lost yesterday as well, yeah. I don't really tend to follow rugby that much, to be fair. Let's get on board with Milan Langer. Let's see what he's doing. Oh. Newbridge, I swear that's where I was just at. Well, close to it. New F1 rules to cool drivers in the heat. Lap 20 of 22. We are in the end game for this race. And Langer still looking for some overtake opportunities. I think it's time for the wet tyres, but there's no point coming in for one more lap. Oh, Rages has been disqualified. Don't really know what he done. Final lap. Final lap. But that now a little bit wider. Oh. Do 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 do. As BRT Jacob wins the Grand Prix. Rudded comes home in P2. Maya in P3. Ricky in P4. Jelly Belly in P5. Ryan Embry in P6, but he will. Cadet moves up to P6. Lan Langer finishes in P8. Vertical in P9. Hypes in P10. So Pigs Do Fly in 11th, LTK in 12th, Penguin in 13th, Armin Plays in 14th, and Bad MX crosses the line in 15th place. Shall we see if RLT is actually working? Oh, no, it's not working. Means I've got to do it manually. Well, that is it from me, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure to stream for you on this fine evening. But until then, guys, we will be back next week. I'm just going to check what race we actually have. Doing this time with a silver spoon. We head to Qatar, which would have been my birthday race, but we had to push the calendar forward a little bit. But yeah, that is going to be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And until then, I will be live again tomorrow for EIR. Hopefully I can get some decent sleep in between then. But yeah, thank you also to Jimmy Jags for the follow. You are my 225th follower. So I appreciate you very much. But there, until then, guys, we will see you soon. And goodbye.